On today's episode of The Intangibles, we'll be kicking things off as always with the play of the game. At 6 minutes and 46 seconds, we'll try our hand at casting a professional match of League of Legends. And finally, at 35 minutes and 38 seconds, we'll break down how we did. Alright, let's get time.is up.
Nice.
A little joke. Out of
Look
sync.
at that poor synchronization. You can overlay that single track, right?
Okay, welcome welcome all, welcome Matt to
Hello!
another edition of The Intangibles live edition.
Live recording, let's go.
I guess they're always live recordings.
Yeah, but in person,
Yeah.
the two of us.
All right, well, we've got a big fat show, and I'm looking at this timestamp here, and I'm a little worried. I'm hoping most of that is post-game interview. We are going to be doing another Shoutcast today, trying something different. Last time we did an Overwatch match, a few maps of an Overwatch match. Mm-hmm. This time we're going to go into my wheelhouse specifically, which is League of Legends. And I think we've mentioned before that you know some about League of Legends, absorbing it from me.
Yeah, I know the very basics, I would say. So it'll probably be a clown fest for me, but it'll be interesting. I'll do my best to give actual useful commentary on a League of Legends game.
We'll see how it goes. We might pull the plug at some point.
Well, like you said, if we go for a full half an hour, I'll be impressed. So,
yep, we may call it early. We'll just have to see what happens. But first, we have to do the play of the game.
Poke chat, poke chat, poke chat, poke chat.
PogChamp. Okay, you're my guest, so I think you should.
I get honors?
Yeah.
All right. Today's play of the game, I'm going to give to, it almost pains me a little bit to do this, but Odell Beckham Jr., who plays for the Rams, the LA Rams presently. He got traded recently, but I'm giving it to him for a specific play. They were playing, I forget who even, and this has been a couple weeks ago now, but he, towards the end of the game, it looked like a really strange decision, but he clearly kind of knew the rules and how to work with the rules to benefit his team.
Okay.
And essentially there's a rule in the NFL that I didn't know until this happened, but usually if you go out of bounds during a play, the clock stops, right? Mm-hmm. If you are running or moving backwards when you go out of bounds, the clock continues. So he had the ball, and they were trying to run out clock at the end of the game, and he intentionally goes backwards as he's kind of going into traffic, and goes out of bounds while going backwards. So the clock continues to run. The other team doesn't have any timeouts, and they're able to burn another 40 seconds on the clock. And when he first did this, Matt Stafford, who's the quarterback for the Rams, you can see on his face, he's like, "What the heck are you doing? Like, what?" Because he was thinking, you need to get out of bounds, and we'll actually keep trying to go down the field.
So this guy clearly knew the rule better than
exactly.
Matt Stafford.
And he made that decision intentionally to run clock down, and they, successfully ran it down eventually after, I think, getting another first down. But I'm giving it to him for that knowledge of the rule book.
And good utilization of it.
Exactly. Applying it in a situation that it was like the best decision he could make, basically, for that situation.
That's interesting. And I bet that even had potentially additional benefits of if the other team also doesn't know the rule very well, they might relax thinking, okay, we've got time to regroup because the clock stopped.
Right.
Meanwhile, it's still winding.
Yep.
Interesting. I mean, that makes total sense, that rule, because if you wanted to stop the clock, it'd be the easiest thing in the world to run backwards away from the defenders. Mm-hmm. You have
just
to keep on forward.
Just toss and pass out over here. And
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Okay. Well, my nominee, yours was a few weeks ago. Mine was minutes ago, basically. I'm going to nominate you for the quality of sportsmanship after a hard-fought series of disc golf rounds. We played a best of 3 at my own custom home course, which is a little unfair, I guess. It was a great series of matches. You won the first one.
Yep. The middle one, I kind of stunk.
Yep. I had a very good round. And then we came back today to finish it up, and it was really close the whole way through. Mm-hmm. And wound up a single stroke was the difference at the end.
That's exactly right.
And I just have to congratulate you. Like, a lot of people would not have shown that kind of composure and grace losing such a...
It feels like a way to just tell everybody on the internet that you beat me.
All right, so we leave it up to the audience to decide.
I want to be clear, too, that, yes, it's his home course that he designed, and I only got to play with one disc that he gave me, because he wouldn't give me any other discs to play with.
Horseshit.
I forgot my disc at home, so that's on me.
And I also offered you
It's true.
any disc you like. All right. Well, I think then we need to get cracking. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to start up this Shoutcast.
Here's a quick word from our sponsor, George's Jerky.
Does the thought of leading a group through the creative landscapes of your imagination terrify you? Do you worry about being asked questions you don't know the answers to? Have you wanted to try being a dungeon or game master, but your social anxiety has been holding you back? Hi, I'm Amber, and I used to nearly vomit at the idea of running a tabletop RPG. How'd I get over that anxiety? I haven't. Surprise! I'm still an anxious mess, and you can listen to all of it on Shapeshift, where I've recorded 80% of every game I've ever ran. Over the last 4 years, I've run a ton of indie one-shots like Casketland, a weird Western horror game, to my first ever campaign using Ryutama, a Studio Ghibli-like exploration-focused game. Follow me through my journey learning how to GM and to live with my anxiety. It doesn't go away completely, but it does get easier to manage. Go to geekspective.com to find out more information or find Shapeshift on wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Today, we will be shoutcasting PCE versus Red Play-In Group's 2021 World Championship. You can find the link in the description for this show. Our shoutcast will start at timestamp 12 minutes and 10 seconds, and we begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are on to the Rift. Peace versus Red Canids Kalunga.
Welcome, everybody. We've got a great, exciting match for you this afternoon.
Absolutely. You can see us. We're waving to you right now from the booth. We're practicing, safety in these COVID times. We've got a barrier between us. We're just seeing everybody's getting out, but we have no action here. Mm-hmm. Just holding the line on both sides.
Getting set up, spying, trying to see what's going on in the other team.
It's early days still in the tournament. Both these teams are 1 and 2. They need this win, and it looks like nobody's willing to take that risk, which is a shame. I would love to see some early action here. Tally might be in a bit of trouble. Grevthar gives him a little poke.
Getting double teamed over here by Titan and Grevthar. Aladoric's coming to the rescue, though.
This is all part of the feeling out process. We've seen a lot of Tryndamere mid this tournament. In my opinion, to pretty limited effect. And it makes for quite boring action in the mid lane. The Tryndamere really isn't looking to engage early on. He's just looking to farm peacefully. As I say that, though, Tally spins to win.
Tally and Grevthar going at it in the middle.
Grevthar trades back. That clearly came out in Grevthar's favor right there. Already burning pots, though. So Grevthar has the Corrupting Potion as his starting item. That's going to keep him topped off and help him win some of these trades, hopefully. And you can see...
Got a 2v2 going on here in the bottom lane.
We do. Guigo and Vizicachi. A lot of early trades going on in these lanes. Could be a signal for either of the junglers to make their moves. Right now they're both mirroring each other. Aegis on Graves on the top side of the map, though, might be able to make the first play here. Meanwhile, just looking at the map in the bot lane, we've got Red pushing in. Might be a signal for Nocturne to make his move as well. I would love to see some early action. Guigo popping the barrels. However, Titan is low, gets exhausted, and he's going to limp away. Huge trade there for peace. You can see we're going to be starting with an Ocean Drake, which will be spawning in 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Let's see if either team prioritizes that.
We will have to see. Now, you've got Graves, who is a bit of a power farmer in the jungle. Might not see a lot of action from him for a while. Nor will we see a lot, I don't think, from Nocturne, who's just going to try to get his level 6, get that game-changing ult, and try to make some plays happen. I want to see him be really proactive on that. Guigo gets the shove all the way into the turret, and
Getting some damage in, but here comes Vizisachi.
he's not going to lose a lot of that farm under turret. Meanwhile, a 4-man collapse onto the bot lane.
Alidoric might be in some trouble here.
Wisely backs off.
All right, Violet's joining
Violet's
the fray.
stepping forward.
The minions are going to town. But JoJo's getting a few hits in on the tower.
Red did back off there. I'm a little bit surprised. Violet walked back up. It could have been a play.
Violet's looking a little weak here. Gonna have to back out.
He's turning Violet. Violet.
All right, Titan and JoJo seem to be retreating here.
They push forward. They get priority in the lane. We've got that dragon coming up in 1 minute's time. And you can see that Aegis has already finished the Rift Scuttler in the bot side of the river, so that'll give them a little bit of vision. Grefthar continuing to rain down the flux on top of Tally's head.
Oh, Tally sends the minions in. Trying to get out.
This is the classic Tryndamere mid. He will just annoyingly shove and shove and shove, and eventually go back and buy the entire shop.
Well, that's why you play him.
Can't blame him for the pick, but I can blame Riot Games for allowing this to happen.
And I can blame his mother for his existence.
For mixing up such an unthinkable person.
Grefthar and Tally still going at it here in the middle.
And Alidorich on the roam from bot side, but I don't think there's a play to be made there. They're spotted out on the bot side. See pings coming through.
All right. The first Drake is up.
Let us know with hashtag Verizon 5G all chat what you want to see here. Who do you think is going to get first blood?
Babip is right on top of the Drake. Getting in as much damage as possible.
He skipped over the wall, so he is not in vision. Might be able to sneak it away, which would be a big get for peace.
Seems to be working so far, but...
He's got that smite still, so that could save him some health. A little help from Alidorich.
Throwing a little help, right. And they take down the dragon.
An early Drake for peace, that's going to feel pretty good. That blue dragon's going to give them a little bit of regen. Help them in the laning phase. An early blue dragon is good.
Still 14 minutes away from the Baron.
That's correct. In the meantime, we're going to have the Rift Herald spawning here shortly. Curious if either team is going to prioritize that. I've always felt that the Rift Herald is something that you take as a trade if you can't get anything else going, or if you literally have nothing else to do. But we've seen a lot of big fights erupt over Rift Herald. Mm-hmm. Now, Guigo has unlocked his ultimate on the gangplank, which means that he will be able to affect the map anywhere. He can drop that ult on top of somebody's head and give himself some free gold with an assist or even a kill.
Vizisachi just trying to defend the tower from the minions over there.
You see yet again the wave crashing up towards Grefthar.
Alright, a 2v2 in the bottom.
Red is continually pushed into Peace's tower.
Really making them focus down here, kind of distracting, not letting Peace coordinate anything. Aegis and Tally just playing Ring Around the Rosie.
Now you can see Red really exerting some dominance down here in the bot side. They're getting collapsed on, though, and they don't have any vision. Oh, Tally might be in a bad way. Spins out, a teleport coming through, and we've got a big team fight. Instantly, you see Gameplank drops the ult. Kinnan goes in with the Slicing Maelstrom.
Peace continues to drive,
and
takes JoJo out.
Gets the first blood and second as well.
Oh my gosh, this is looking big for Peace.
Guigo dropped the ult, but did not match the teleport, and Kinnan off to a rocketing start.
Guigo's going to try to take advantage and get some damage on this tower now.
That's going to have to be the trade. Takes a turret shot. Whoops.
Oh, minions coming in hot, though.
He does get some turret plating. So by getting some of these early chunks off of the turret before the 14-minute mark, he's picking up basically a kill's worth of gold for himself. He's going to feel pretty good about that, stacking up the money, the bank plank.
Yeah, and they're pretty even on gold so far through the game.
It is dead even, but getting a kill and an assist on the Kinnan and getting a kill for the Nocturne is going to be very scary. Let's see how this team fight happens. You can see just how instantly the collapse happens. Tally instantly goes down to about a quarter health. Has to back off.
Big stun.
The Slicing Maelstrom was just the entire difference maker there.
Oh, and here they're double teaming Guigo again. Oh, it's looking bad.
Oh, and like I said, you've got that Nocturne off to a fairly quick start, and that's going to be very scary. Guigo just not respecting it and not getting proper vision. Tally looking to punish back.
Yeah, he's just coming in too little too late, now getting punished for it. Oh.
Tryndamere has the ult. He activates it.
Oh!
The Undying Rage. Flashes forward for the kill, and a TP is coming back. I believe this is the Gangplank. Yep. This is very bad news for Red.
Yeah, things are starting to roll a little bit for Peace here. A minute and a half until the next Drake unlocks.
We've got another engage coming through. Callista uses the ult to send Jojo forward, but whiffs it. We get a question mark emote from Peace on that one. It really looks like the bot side is the only place where good things are happening, really, for Red, and they have not been able to make anything of it. We saw them get the pressure and then invade, and then it turned into a trap for them. Well, Bobbit, the farming continues. He's going to get this Rift Herald, secure vision. The Rift lives with 5 health, very annoying. And just
all over the place here.
Ganking on repeat to the top side, the Slicing Maelstrom.
Oh my gosh.
Guigo goes down.
Again.
Absolutely ridiculous. For a second there, I thought I was watching the same replay again.
Oh, now we got Alidorich and Violet tag teaming.
What is Titan doing? Absolutely isolated on his own. Steps forward and gets wombo comboed.
And it looks like Red is looking to get this next Drake when it unlocks.
I don't know how that's going to work for them, though.
No.
They're trying to make a play in the bot side. They do finally get a kill back.
Okay, take Violet out.
That could be the priority they need. Now, meanwhile, you see that the Rift Herald has been summoned up top. That's a huge chunk of damage taken. And a lot of plates. That's just a lot of gold in the pockets.
And Tally is on the other tower down here in the middle.
Attacks on all sides. Like I said, that bot side's really the only thing that Red has going for them. And even there, they're trading kills.
Mm-hmm.
Grifthar continuing his roam down, trying to pick up some of these plates while he still can. See, Bobby has picked up his mythic item, the Stride Breaker. That is a very scary champion right now.
Violet coming in to try to secure this tower again while the Drake is being attacked by Red.
They do secure it.
Taken out.
That will definitely slow down Peace, and it immediately, no hesitation, Bobbip goes in with the ult. With that mythic, it's going to be hard for Guigo to deal with. He uses the ult to try to get away.
Having a bad time.
He does limp away.
He's able to escape, but man, just not being very effective up there.
No, a trade of ult, and he's going to have to back immediately. Meanwhile, popping off in the bot lane.
It's a 3v2. Peace is looking a little bit rough here.
They are, but they're being ganged up on, and they're not giving anything away. We see the question marks and the thumbs up pings coming out from Peace. They are laughing in the face of Red right now.
Having fun with it.
This is what you have? This is your answer?
And they are starting to pull away both in kills and in gold here. It is looking pretty strong for Peace right now.
Yep, about a 2k advantage at the 12-minute mark.
And we're only about 8 minutes away from the Baron unlocking.
That's true. Meanwhile, we've got an Infernal Drake coming up next.
Infernal Drake, and the teams are even on Drake's taken.
That's correct. It is going to be a long while before the soul point is taken because Red... It was crucial for them to slow down the pace of Peace. Haha, say that 5 times fast. With that dragon take. And take a look at the farm right now. The big difference, of course, is between Vizicachi and Guigo up top. We've seen that repeated ganking action up top. The turret has been broken up there, and things are looking bad. This Gangplank wants the game to go long, and Peace is just holding down the pedal to the floor.
They know they want it to go long, and they don't want to let them.
I mean, meanwhile, you do have Tryndamere, who is a pretty good late game plan, and Kennen with that amazing engage is always going to be impressive. Still, I think I want to see Peace just continue to use that Nocturne aggressively. Use the ult whenever you can. It is available to him now. Red taking some jungle. Entering a bit of the mid game here, and the pace does feel to be slowing a little bit. Mm-hmm. Peace looking to spring a trap here, though. Babip really going with the ult.
They push him back.
Red wisely sniffs out that play, and they back off.
Now you got Violet and Aladorich doing a little damage to the turret.
Getting some plates of their own. First time they've been on this side of the map, it feels like.
Yeah, this is definitely the farthest they've pushed on the bottom. But they are forced to retreat. Jojo and Titan holding down the fort.
See some pings coming through from Red. Looking to group around the river, but not really a play to be made there.
This is Sasachi going after Guigo again.
Punishes him. That is a lot of damage. You can see that Vizichachi has completed his proto belt, his mythic item, and that's just a big item advantage. The Gangplank's trying to ramp up his income, but for now anyway, Vizichachi is the one in control.
Ooh.
Uses the ult aggressively. Will it be enough to kill, though?
Aegis is coming in for the help.
Guigo drops the cannon barrage on top of Vizichachi. You can see it does negligible damage, but
Guigo's staying in, staying close. Okay, now he's getting out.
man,
Needed a lot of help and, really don't have a lot to show for it there,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
he walks away with his life, though. I was wondering if Vizichachi would have enough to finish that kill.
Now here in the middle, we've got Grefthar and Aegis pushing Tally back.
Mid lane is breaking down pretty much exactly how we thought it would, just trading farm the entire time and not really making any plays on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
1 minute left for the Infernal Dragon.
Rise, though, has that Realm Warp, can reposition himself and his teammates, and hopefully make some big plays here. He's going to have to if he wants a chance for his team.
It looks like Red is maybe preparing to take this next Drake when it opens up.
I'm very glad that Red got the red side in this particular game, because that would be very confusing otherwise. I feel bad for our fellow casters who definitely had to cast Red on the blue side.
Those poor bastards.
This is LoL Esports, so we can curse, that's fine.
Titan and Jojo taking out a blue turret. And we're all even on turrets destroyed right now.
You can see Peace holding on to that 2k gold advantage. Looking to extend it, though, here with the Rift Herald summon. This is going to break open mid and probably break open this game. Meanwhile, they follow it up with the darkness going in.
Going to win a big team fight
Grefthar
here.
goes down, and so does the tower.
Turret's out.
Shelly goes down, does not get another charge, but this is going to completely change the map right now.
This fight's going to have to be concluded before anyone can deal with this Drake. It looks like perhaps Peace is heading that direction.
They're getting collapsed on from two sides. A big Leona ult, but doesn't get the stun off, actually.
Ooh, Babip looking weak here.
Big ult from Callista sends in Jojo. Unable to finish anything so far.
Oh, and Aegis takes Violet out.
They do take Violet. Kennen gets the return kill onto Jojo's Leona.
It's all even over here.
Tally being very annoying with the Tryndamere. Going in, getting some hits, walking away after ulting.
And Vizisachi just still going in.
I think you got to be pretty happy with that overall if you're Red, though.
Yeah, they're going to make it out of here with the dragon.
They're looking at a 2,500 gold deficit, and they basically went even in that fight, and then pick up the Drake to boot. Pretty impressive stuff.
It was kind of a must-have for them at this point, honestly.
Absolutely. This has been a game where you see two groups collapsing on top of a team. This is a great way to start. There's an amazing play here where they instantly, after they drop the Herald, go in, no hesitation, get a kill, get the tower, and from there it just kind of goes wrong for them, though.
I think they're probably still happy with it. They took a tower out. They did push him back a bit. They didn't get the Drake, but they're still securely in the lead.
Definitely. And at this point right here, I thought it was over for Red getting collapsed on. They missed the Leona ult. It just looked awful. It really gets turned around by Titan emerging from above, ulting in Jojo, giving another chance at that big AoE crowd control engage. And then you can see the spears coming out from Callista. Very back and forth. That fight really did hang on a knife's edge. See damage dealt last fight. The big problem there, we saw Grefthar not a part of it at all, but I mean, my goodness, look at the damage coming through from Ken and Vizichachi. Really putting on a clinic out here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the top side of the map, the scores we see for Peace. You've got 303, 203, and 203. That is a strong top side of the map. And they have run over mid lane, they have run over top lane. Grefthar relegated to the side lane up top. going to try to push down a tower. Meanwhile,
It looks like Peace is able to push on the bottom lane here a little bit.
answered right back.
Doing a lot of damage to this tower. Guigo's coming in, but he's getting accosted by Tally. Oh man, I think they're going to take the tower.
Tower is going to go down.
Tally was able to hold off Guigo long enough for them to accomplish that.
It is good to see Grevthar up top answering with something, picking up a lot of farm, and he's going to pick up a solo tower for himself. But at this point, really want to see him being with his team in some productive way.
Oh
Babip doing what Nocturne does best and just ulting on cooldown.
my gosh.
Tally smacks him with the sword.
Tally's going to have to back off here. Here
You
comes Titan and JoJo holding the tower down.
Well, you can see that healing that Tryndamere has. He has a Gale Force as well for escapability. He's running the Ghost. This man is just very hard to catch. And they go for the Sun Lance there from Leona. Tally just swings away. Baiting him in a little bit here. They wisely back off. So he was just outside of vision. Callisto with a cheeky spear blind over the wall and stops Aladorich's back. Hate when that happens.
God, this is Vizichachi and Aegis both over here dealing with Rock Boy.
With Rock Lad.
And it looks like Peace is actually going to gang up on him and take him out.
Yep. Passes it over to Violet. That's pretty interesting. He's got the blue buff, which is, as you know, gives you AP and mana regeneration.
Yes, as I know.
You like that? That was pretty smooth.
We got a fight breaking out between Violet and Grevthar in the middle.
Pretty much anytime you see Grevthar, no fight is going to be happening. At some point, though, he's going to have to turn it on.
And it still very much is just meeting in the middle of the mid lane.
Picking up some farm. He does have the most farm in the game with 214, but going to have to put that to effect pretty soon. We've got another Drake coming up. It would be Red's third Drake, which would be pretty big. And also the Baron is alive, of course, so I have to be thinking of that. This is where it gets a little bit dicey. You've got these two huge objectives on the map, and you can really only defend one.
Mm-hmm. The teams are kind of just going to be eyeing each other, trying to gauge what the other one's going to do.
Meanwhile, Peace pushing up Vision into Red's jungle, making it very scary for them.
Oh,
Vizichachi protobelts directly into Leona ultimate. Uses a slicing maelstrom, but he is going down. There's just no way out of that. They invest a lot of resources. 3 champs up top for a red, and 3 ults used for a single kill. Let's see if Peace can answer back on the bottom side of the map.
Looks like Peace is regrouping.
They're going to have the priority here for the Drake. Looking to push in bot side and then go straight to Dragon, I would assume.
Tally and Babip, no problem taking out this turret.
Yeah, ultimately, I don't know if that collapse was worth it. You did get a shutdown. You did get a fair amount of money out of it.
But you used so much resources just to accomplish that.
And right before a Drake fight as well. Red is death ball right now.
Yeah, and they kind of have Peace split off.
Yeah,
Can they collapse on one of the members and perhaps gain an advantage in this fight? They're going straight for the Drake.
Teleport's coming through. They're not seeing this collapse. The
They're
Nocturne
completely surrounded.
shuts off the lights, and it's lights out for Aegis.
Oh my gosh.
Tally walking forward.
Forced to retreat.
Once again, limps away with 1 HP, and Violet can finish the job. This looks to be a rout.
And there goes Guigo. Wow. And they're probably going to retreat back to the Drake after this.
That might be the game-breaking moment right there.
We got Violet heading for a turret.
You can see that was all set up by just superior vision from Peace. There are 2 control wards in the area, but they found a way to snake around it, and they didn't have a clue where they were until Vizichachi landed on their heads.
And now we're all square with Drakes. Peace clearly has the advantage here.
You can see they're walking around the vision. They flash together. Babip comes flying in, exhausted immediately, but it's just not enough. Violet allowed to free fire from the left side there. Tally runs up, activates the ult so he can't die.
Gets out.
Violet
finishes the
finished
kill.
it. JoJo just got that ult back up, and it's another big whiff in a crucial moment. But ultimately, that fight was already lost. You can see the gold graph here. Peace in charge the entire time, and now they're up 5,500 gold. It's a pretty massive advantage at this point in the game. And they should be looking to bully red and potentially go to Baron with this advantage. Slam the door shut on this game.
Yeah, only a miracle can save red.
A miracle or some bad play. I mean, we have seen teams who have trouble actually finishing the job and just playing smart at this point. And that's what Peace has to do, is be patient, but use their advantages while they have them. Jojo looking to channel a Hex Flash there, didn't find anything. Nocturne once again turning off the lights, and it's just the same story again. Vizichachi, absolutely massive ult. They're looking to re-engage though. Jojo gets thrown in by the Callista. Callista picks up the kill.
Going down.
Teleports are coming through.
I mean, Peace.
Tally actually lives. Guigo, though, can he be the hero? Vizichachi and Aladorich now on the run.
Forced to retreat, going back by the Baron.
Ultimately, it's 3 kills for 2. How that started, I think that's about as good as you could hope for from Red.
Yeah, I thought Red was about to get stormed, and then the Baron was going to get taken, and this game would be basically over.
Still, that gold lead continues to grow for Peace. Every time they're going in, they're getting some little advantage, some incremental lead on their opponents here. I love the aggressive use of the ult from Babip, though. Nothing will drive you crazier than having a Nocturne on your team who just is allergic to using the R button.
And the teams are still kind of dancing around the Baron here. I think there might just be one more team fight. Someone tries to secure in order to get some free damage in.
I think so. We're going to get a little struggle for vision. Oh, very sneaky play here from Red.
Oh my gosh.
They realm warp in.
They collapse on.
Are they going to be able to... But Blue spots this out. Peace heading in. Babip turns off the lights yet again. And I think you're going to have to stop here. This is a coin flip.
Oh man. They are able to take the Baron
Red
out.
does secure it. And I think this is good. Meanwhile, the team fight not going clearly on one side, but
Tally's absolutely destroyed.
Waiting for this moment the entire game.
Grevthar being double teamed, but doing a lot of damage himself.
And he goes down.
All for nothing.
Triple kill for Tally.
And it's looking like Vivichachi's going to get Aegis.
That's going to be the Bud Light ace.
Oh my goodness.
Really back and forth there.
All smiles on Vizichachi's face.
I love the call there from Red to try to sneak that Baron, and they do in fact get it.
Mm-hmm.
But every single one of them goes down, so they do not get the advantage of having that buff. All they can say is that they denied it from Peace, but now you've got Tally sitting on 7 kills and 8 assists, no deaths. And he is an absolute nightmare.
Looks like 2 more turrets going down here.
Look at that gold lead that's ballooned up. We were just saying moments ago how, Grevthar hasn't done much, but he has the most farm in the game, and now he's up 30.
Here's a replay of the red team sneaking in on the Baron.
This is a good call. I like this. They spot it out. I like the dedication, though. At this point, you have to try to take this.
Right. They stay focused. They know that they don't want Peace to come in and steal that Baron from them. So I think it went as well as it could have at that point for them.
You did see Babip just got absolutely disintegrated on entering that fight. Guigo, despite being kept down so hard early, is doing quite a lot of damage, but ultimately, I think this is just Peace beating up on Red with their money purses.
Beating them to death with sacks of gold.
That's exactly right. You saw the triple kill there. Vizichachi sealing things up at the end.
Yeah, and
Peace looking to end the game.
10k gold advantage at this point. They are going deep now.
3 members of Red not even in the base, and they're just going to get walked over here.
You see Tally and Babbitt down here on the bottom, about to finish this turret. It's gone.
Immediately, again, Nocturnal comes through.
Oh, and
Tally spins out.
in.
Tally might go down here.
Tally
Walks away with 1 HP.
Somehow.
And Violet looking for his own triple kill.
Peace has been really good at doing this. They've had a team member who would go set up a kill, do a lot of damage, and get out and let someone else secure it. And it's kept their whole team up and alive through these fights, and really has helped them secure these wins.
They are dancing the dance. They have not relented the pressure.
They're
looking to end this right now.
For Red.
Tally just picks up another kill.
Oh man. And Aegis is all by himself.
The Tryndamere does ultimately die, but so does Red's Nexus, and that will be the game for Peace.
My goodness. Well, Peace just felt in control the entire time.
Yeah, there really wasn't a question there. Some close fights, but Peace always eking out a little bit of an advantage. really off the back at the very beginning of that, from Vizicachi and Babib just being a great combination up top. You know, I typically don't love the Kennen top in the current patch, but you can't argue with those results. Vizicachi just running wild.
They knew how it worked for them, and they played to their strengths.
Well, that was a fantastic start to the day. We'll catch you after the break to just talk about how that went.
Sounds great. Don't forget to chug your Bud Lights, everybody.
Drink up, motherfucker.
Let's go esports.
Okay, so how did that go? How did you feel about that cast?
I felt good. I definitely don't feel like I know the game well enough to truly commentate on it.
Sure.
You know, like it would be nice to have more knowledge of the champs and what they do, and when they get in those kind of scrappy team fights, kind of know what's going on a little bit better. Like
totally.
The most that I could comment on was, oh, blue team looks like they're winning this. Oh, and there's a kill.
Yeah,
which
for sure.
is, you know, effective enough for my basic knowledge of the game. So,
yeah, definitely.
Definitely a lot less comfortable with it than Overwatch commentating.
Definitely.
Which makes total sense.
Yeah, it would be like, you know, I don't play any Valorant, and I watch Valorant, and sometimes things happen. I'm just like, I couldn't tell you what I just looked at.
Right.
That was cool, I guess.
I feel like I should scream right now, and I don't know why.
I think I was pretty pleased with my play-by-play. I think it's really hard to have the constant play-by-play. I mean, with League, it's a little more relaxed. There's a lot more like
slower
downbeats,
pace than
downtime.
Yeah.
And if I could do it again, or if we do it again, I think I would like to do it during those downtimes. Have conversations about champions and picks and stuff, because it's like I spent a lot of time saying these two are auto attacking the minions. It's like you don't need to. I don't need to comment on that.
Sure,
we can be talking about anything else at that time, preferably something related to the game. But yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was easier, I guess I would say, than I expected. Like, again, it was not easy by any means.
Sure,
and I still feel like I could be better if I knew a lot more. But it was comfortable enough with the little knowledge that I had.
Yeah.
So.
I'd say you did a good job. Especially like, being the off or the color commentator helps that out too. You can pick your moments, have something that you're thinking about, and bring it up.
Right. Yeah, it was great.
All right.
It was wonderful.
Well, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, listener, for joining us today. Let us know if you enjoy these. Let us know if you want some more, maybe some more League matches, some more Overwatch matches, something else entirely.
Yeah.
Sound off in the comments. Hashtag the Intangibles. And just tag me. I'm at Wolfmere on Twitter. Matt's not on Twitter, but he will...
Tag Kenny. It'll get to me.
I'll send it down the pipeline. All right. Well, until next time, I've been Kenny.
I'm Matt.
We're the Intangibles.